Imagine a tiny island, a speck of green in the vast blue expanse of the Pacific Ocean. This is Nukuoro, a coral atoll in the Federated States of Micronesia. Nukuoro is geographically isolated, lying hundreds of miles from its nearest neighbors. Despite its small size, Nukuoro is home to a rich and ancient culture. The island's inhabitants, the Nukuoroans, have for centuries maintained their unique traditions and beliefs. Central to their cultural heritage are the enigmatic Tino Aitu, wooden statues imbued with deep spiritual significance. The Tino Aitu are more than just wooden carvings. They hold a deep cultural and spiritual significance for the Nukuoro people. They are considered to be the embodiment of spirits, representing the connection between the physical and spiritual worlds. Revered ancestors and powerful entities, these statues serve as a bridge to the past, honoring those who came before. These statues, ranging in size from a few inches to over 3 feet tall, are carved from wood, typically from breadfruit or coconut trees. The choice of wood is significant, symbolizing life and growth. Their features are distinctive, elongated heads, often with pronounced brows and noses, and small, often featureless bodies. These unique characteristics make each statue a work of art. Some Tino Aitu depict single figures, while others portray multiple figures, often in seated or standing positions. This variety reflects the diverse stories and spirits they represent. The craftsmanship of these statues is remarkable, showcasing the skill and artistry of the Nukuoroan carvers. Each piece is a testament to their dedication and cultural heritage, passed down through generations. The Tino Aitu played a central role in the spiritual life of the Nukuoroans. These statues were not just artistic creations, they were embodiments of the divine, believed to house the spirits of ancestors or deities. They were believed to possess mana, a supernatural power that could influence events in the human world. This mana was thought to be a force that could bring about both positive and negative outcomes, depending on how the spirits were treated. These statues were not merely objects of worship, they were active participants in rituals and ceremonies. During important events, the Tino Aitu would be adorned with garlands and other decorations, and special chants and dances would be performed in their honor. Tino Aitu were consulted for guidance, appeased to ensure good fortune, and invoked for protection. Elders and spiritual leaders would often seek the wisdom of the Tino Aitu before making significant decisions, believing that the spirits could provide insight and foresight. Offerings of food and other valuables were made to the statues, demonstrating the reverence in which they were held. These offerings were a way to show respect and gratitude, as well as to seek favor from the spirits. The belief in the power of the Tino Aitu was deeply ingrained in Nukuoroan culture, shaping their worldview and influencing their daily lives. From birth to death, the Tino Aitu were ever present, guiding the Nukuoroans through the various stages of life and ensuring the continuity of their traditions. Section 4, A History Shrouded in Mystery, Origins of the Tino Aitu. The origins of the Tino Aitu and the traditions surrounding them are shrouded in mystery. No written records exist from the pre-colonial period, leaving us with more questions than answers. Oral traditions offer some clues, speaking of ancient ancestors who first carved the Tino Aitu. Some stories suggest that the statues were inspired by divine beings or spirits. Others link their creation to important historical events or legendary figures. The lack of definitive answers only adds to the allure of these enigmatic artifacts. Section 5, The Fading Heritage, Colonialism and the Decline of Tradition. The arrival of Europeans in the 19th century had a profound impact on Nukuoro and its cultural practices. These foreign visitors brought with them not only new technologies and goods, but also new ideologies and religions that would forever alter the island's way of life. Missionaries, with their zeal to spread Christianity, discouraged traditional beliefs and practices. They saw the indigenous customs as pagan and sought to replace them with Christian teachings, often using forceful methods to achieve their goals. The use of Tino Aitu in rituals was seen as idolatry and was actively suppressed. Traditional ceremonies that had been practiced for generations were now forbidden, leading to a loss of cultural identity. Many statues were destroyed, either burned or discarded, as part of the conversion efforts. These acts of destruction were not just physical but also symbolic, representing the erasure of the islanders' spiritual heritage. Others were removed from the island, taken as curiosities or traded to collectors. These artifacts, once sacred, were now reduced to mere objects of fascination for outsiders. The once vibrant traditions surrounding the Tino Aitu began to fade, their significance diminished in the face of external pressures. The cultural landscape of Nukuoro was irrevocably changed, leaving behind a legacy of loss and adaptation.